be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like... And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, so we can go and make sounds up.
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams,
Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna choose.
sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Pushing his way through. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Let's go. Stand up. 22 Linda.
Now Levis. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
A zero. And a key.
Levis back to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Like 13. And 24 Linda. Black and 18 green. Hey, I'm back. Please.
Levis to throw it. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
No. What do you read it? And they cheese. And he's hot. This is what read it, but Kneel. Diamond.
Here's Levis. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Diamond. 454, Mike 54. And they cheese. He's hot.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Mike 54. Check. Down, 49, read it.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Here we go. Tracy.
Back to throw. It's Levis. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one. That's right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. But derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Go ahead. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go ahead.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
A gain of 12. First down, Cincinnati.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down. First and goal, Cincinnati.
Here we go 47. Here we go 53. Here we go 46.
Irving is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Yeah! Here we go, going to 50. Here we go, going to 54, going to 50, going to 50.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Gordon picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Diamond. 22 Linda.
Levis. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
46, 47, 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibbs. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Levis sets up to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. All right, Nate. Here we go, kill.
To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Bengals first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Prescott now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A
Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Go, get out there, get out there. Let's go 47. So we're going to 53.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete.
Had some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd down and 8.
Like zero.
Levis looking to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Like 54. And 18. Out on.
Levis from the gun. Got his man, that's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Christian Watson from 8 yards out. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Bengals nothing.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah! We're going 47. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. We're going 46. We're going 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through there.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cincinnati.
Moore, the man in motion. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. That will give Irving running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go, 46.
Moore, the man in motion.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 1-54. Line in. 47. 26.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Levis. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, come on. Hey, 24, Levis. Diamond.
Levis back to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Levis to throw it. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now a second and 2.
54, Mike 54.
Gibbs straight ahead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Levis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I said it's surprising you face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Here's Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 20-line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
And again, it's Prescott.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Switch it, hey.
Prescott to throw it. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Prescott now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, giving a little dab. It's been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Shoves him aside. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go 46. Here we go. Here we go 46. 40. Kill. 46.
Throwing. Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Here we go 47. 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go 46. Here we go 47. That's the key. Yeah. Here we go. 46.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, come on. Here. Stand up.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Wheels. 22 Linda.
Levis now off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. But a great play there. 33 yards. And the Steelers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Prescott. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And we are inside at 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one complete to McConkey. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That is caught.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Levis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed